Hi, I'm Scotty McPeak. I'm co-owner of All of the Best here in Flagstaff in Williams, Arizona. I own it with my wife, Laura, and then with my parents, Mark and Scott McPeak. So we only get balsamic from Modena, Italy. It's aged 12 years in 5 different wood barrels. And then we bottle it here. We probably bottle about, between our stores, 100,000 bottles. It's keto friendly, there's no carbs. It's also diabetic friendly. There's less than a few grams of sugar because there's no refined sugar in the balsamic. Besides the balsamics we carry, Julie, we also carry cold pressed, first press olive oil. What kind of sets us apart is we also order in bulk early crush olive oil. So we're gonna carry this like spring or summer crush, where some olive oil stores will carry previous years. The problem with that then is that the olive oil, the polyphenols start to diminish. So we not only carry the freshest product, but then we also carry infused olive oils with that fresh polyphenol oil. We basically have 3 types of olive oil. You have olive oil that you would buy like at Walmart or your big box store. It's gonna be a percentage of canola oil, soybean oil, and mixed whole olives. Because it's not regulated by the FDA, that's the cheapest way to get olive oil to the public. Then you have at your Sprouts, your Whole Foods, your higher end grocery stores, you'll have usually cold press, first press olive oil. However, by the time it makes it from Italy, Spain, Greece to big box store, if you flip over the bottle and look at it, it was probably crushed like 2 years ago. Olive oil start to lose their phenols after about 12 to 14 months. So that's why we try to get it in the bottle by 6 months. So you have 6 to 8 months to enjoy it in the joint health polyphenols and olive oil. We carry over 70 different olive oils and balsamics. The oils are super fresh tasting. That kind of scratch on the back of your throat or that pepperiness is actually the high phenol count in the oil. And you're only gonna get that when it's under 12 years crushed. Some of our most popular oils, like the Tuscan herb, not only does it have fresh herbs in it, but it's also a cold press, first press olive oil. One thing I gotta say, Julie, is I'm super thankful for all our customers here locally, especially just during the pandemic. They really shop downtown, they shop local. We ship and deliver free, all 50 states, and the locals take advantage of that for Christmas. So we really appreciate that. I think at first when the customers come in, it's pretty overwhelming because like I said, we have 70 to 80 different flavors. So we spend a couple minutes just educating them on the health benefits. Some of the health benefits are olive oils that are high in polyphenols or early crush. They're good for your joints, they're good for your bowels, they're good for your brain, they're good for your gut. They also are anti-inflammatory. So if you have issues with arthritis or osteoporosis, you're going to want something that's anti-inflammatory. Balsamic is keto friendly. Like I said, it's also high in antioxidants. It's one of the highest things you can consume in antioxidants, which is good for your immune system, especially during the pandemic. We started carrying this a few years ago. So I saw a direct relationship to making money or creating a business year round by finding a way to reach people when they weren't in our town. And one of the ways we do this is these. These are TSA approved. They're under 2.5 ounces. It's a great way for them to sample so they can get 5 or 6 of these, take them home on their carry-on, but they don't have to commit to spending $100. They can spend $30, buy 5 or 6 of these, find out which their best flavors are or which ones they like the most. And then they go on our website, we ship free and they order it. So that was kind of why we decided to do these or keep carrying these. They're definitely hard to do because you're going from vats all the way down to this little tiny thing. But it's a way to get our product out there into people's hands all over the United States. Currently, anybody that wants to come in, whether it be a bunco group, a book reading group, we just had that elementary school in, that's why I'm here early. We're more than happy to educate anybody inside and outside the hours of normal operation. But we do free tasting every day, all day. People can come in, they can sample pretty much everything in the store and make a decision based off that. Why would people want to consume olive oil or balsamic? We talked about the health benefits of it, but what are some of the uses for it? So people like to pair an olive oil and balsamic, not just for the health benefits, but also as a substitute for salad dressings, marinades for meats and roasted vegetables. Most of those things that are out there are going to be in a plastic bottle that are high in preservatives, that are high in sodium, that are high in refined sugar. And so it's not just what we're eating, whether it be arugula salad, it's what we're putting on it. And so that's what we offer for customers. It's kind of how we got into it. My dad was diabetic, and he was type 2 diabetic. He lost 100 pounds in 8 months. He went from 300 to 200 pounds, and he got off insulin. And the doctor was like, hey, it's great you're eating these Tupperware bowls of spinach, but you got to find a way to not put 1,000 calories of plastic in a branch. And so then he actually went to a balsamic store in Bisbee, Arizona, of all places. And that's kind of how we decided we wanted to do this. So the answer we opened a store in Williams is they get about 2 to 3 million people that go through that little town a year. My parents moved over there because the housing was a little bit more affordable. And I knew that you wanted a building on that one block, that they all walked down that one block. So it took us 4 years to find a building. And we were blessed by one of the owners of the buildings that called me in January to get a building. And yeah, that store has done great. It's more of a tourist store. I don't have the local support like I do in this town, but it's very busy on the weekends and it requires a couple of employees. I personally love downtown Flagstaff. It's kind of a tight-knit group. Most of the owners of the small stores know each other, and they support each other. I can't tell you how many times I see people, whether it be from the Chamber, whether it be from Lisa's bookstore or Patagonia, coming and buy their Christmas gifts from us year in and year out. And I think that's what I like. Although we're a town of 80,000 people with 30,000 college kids, everybody knows where the bookstore is. Everybody knows where the olive oil store is. Everybody knows where Hops on Birch is. And yeah, it's a great community to be a part of and raise my children. First of all, I just want to thank all of our local customers that have come out and supported us for the last 6 years. We're open 7 days a week, 10 to 6 during the week, and then noon to 5 on Sunday. Check us out for free delivery for gifts and or any product you need, along with free shipping at allofthebest.com. We're located at 18 East Birch at the corner of San Francisco and Birch Street.